Hey, YouTube. Hey, I got my hair cut. Look at that. Don't I look awesome now? Holy crap. Load confirmed. All right. I'm back for a quick minute. So, yeah, load confirmation popped up. And I grabbed one of them. There was a couple of them. One was going to Palmyra from Pooler or something like that. I don't know, $1,300 maybe. Was that the one that confirmed? I don't know. There was one there. There was one going to Kentucky, and there was one going somewhere else. So I grabbed the Kentucky load, even though the latest I can pick it up is like, I don't know, 1 p.m. or so tomorrow, which is Wednesday. I was looking for a Wednesday load to get out of the house because I came here to sell my bike, and jerkwad never showed, and so on. So I got another guy that said if nobody buys it, he'll buy it for $400. So I'm pretty much going to go that route. Although I think if I throw a battery in it, I can actually get it running. The battery that was brand new when I bought it was dead, of course, because it wasn't monitored or anything like that, and it's 3 years old. So, but I was able to get juice to it finally. So I got lights and brake light, oil light, and all them lights come on the dash on the bike, so it just doesn't want to turn over. But the thing to consider is it's a 4-banger. Goldwing's got 4-cylinder engines in them older ones, 4 carburetors, and I have good reason to believe that it's just because there's not enough juice going there. You know, because if you got a car and you're trying to jump it off, if there's absolutely no juice in the battery, you're not going anywhere. You got to get like a jumper box or something that's going to put tons of cold cranking amps in there. Actually, I might do that. I'll go buy me a charger box, because I don't have one of those. Anyway, so I figure if I can do that, I can get it running. And if I can get it running, I can keep my dollar sign on the bike. Instead of selling it for $400, sell it for $600 or $550. So that's what I might do. Anyway, I got my Kentucky load. I got a final load coming out of Kentucky going to Indiana or Ohio or Illinois, something like that. It's about $1.50 a mile. It's got 800 and some change on it, so it is my $400 a day rate that I need. Although today being Tuesday, I'm missing one of the days for the week, so I'll have to see if I'm not really concerned about day rates right now, as long as I can make close to it. If I miss one day at $400, I'm not going to die, because granted, that's only $2,800 for the week, and I made 3 last week, over 3, so it won't show my settlement till this week, which I'll run over those numbers later on. But that being said, I got a little bit of leeway for this week, so I'm just waiting on one more thing to process, and then I can make my move. And it was signed on Monday and is getting mailed back. So once that happens, I'll be able to get what I need to get to do what I gotta do. And then I'm gonna make my move and hopefully increase my revenue. If not, I'll at least break even. My goal is to at least break even and learn something new in the process over the period of a year. And while doing that, I'll more than likely stay and be giving away too much information. I'll more than likely continue to do what I'm doing once I get what I gotta get. And yes, I'm speaking in riddles, but hey, it's been an interesting ride so far for you guys, I'm sure. So you learned something, maybe a little bit. Although, I don't know what I was thinking. I neglected to check my clutch fluid when I bought that truck. But it wouldn't have passed inspection with SNI if it had clutch fluid. So, which is .4 brake fluid in those. I thought it was kind of dry. Felt kind of dry to me. And when I got home today, I checked it. Not today, yesterday. I checked it, and lo and behold, it was almost out. So I went and bought some, put some in. Get off me, you fly. And it looks like super worst case scenario is I got to buy another clutch and have it installed. Second to worst case scenario, I got to buy a new slave and master cylinder, which runs approximately $450, which isn't actually that bad. The only bad part about it is it requires a lot of pressure to bleed. I did watch a video where a guy put like a tire valve stem onto the cap of the old one and down fed it instead of, usually you bleed, like when you bleed brakes and stuff on a car, you open the valve and have somebody pump it and then you close it and then they let go. It doesn't work like that on a Freightliner or any other semi because of the pressure required. So you got to either have the special tool that they sell, or you have to find your own way. I'm going to try the video because that is pretty much an very inexpensive way to do it. And if that doesn't work, I might buy the equipment because, once I can fix it and I can fix mine, then I can help fix somebody else's, because it's like a $1,200 job. I mean, if I learn how to fix it myself for $400 and I help a friend fix it for $700, then I'm $300 to the good and they're $400 to the good, because or 700 out of 12, 500 to the good, because they didn't have to pay a shop to do it, right? So, I don't know. It's always been easy for me to work on cars and stuff, so this is just a bigger car to me, It's just bigger car, bigger tools, bigger equipment, bigger parts, heavier parts. Although I'm an old man, I don't want to pick up a 200-pound starter. No, they don't weigh 200 pounds, but they are pretty daggum heavy, right? So I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'll still do it because the money I'm going to save in repairs alone will more than make up for anything. So I cut all this. This is my property that we're going to be putting place on. It doesn't look very large, but I can fit a double wide modular on it that's really, really nice. And it's actually 3 acres, but 2 of it is swampland. So, but the good Lord blessed me with such a deal, we couldn't turn it down. And it's actually in the middle of the city. And you know what's crazy? This is in the middle of the city. This is in the middle of a city, right? Yes, it's in the country, but this city has enough of a population that you don't get this in the middle of a city. So, anyway, I can't wait to get that done. We cleared this property. It took forever, and it about killed me. The vines were invasive vines. There's an arborist that goes to our church, and we discussed with him. I took pictures of some really nice looking flowers on the vines, and he's like, that's invasive, get rid of it, because that will take over. It's like kudzu, and for those of you that aren't from the South and know what kudzu is, that's a seriously invasive vine. I mean, you can bring it in. I don't even know why they brought it here, but you can bring it in, and it's an ugly vine. And within a year, it will take over quite a bit of property. So, but and I got bamboo. I got this. Where's my finger? It's somewhere right over there. So I got these bamboo. I got tons of bamboo, man. I can make some bamboo poles, and we can have a bamboo pole business. I got so much bamboo over here. It's crazy. It's awesome. Anyway, that's about it for now. I cut the grass at my house, cut the grass here, put the clutch fluid in, praying that that's all that it is it needed clutch fluid. I'll probably run by an OC and have them bleed it if it doesn't lose any more fluid. If it loses more fluid, I'm going to track down that leak, and I'm going to track down the leak, and I'll replace the master and the slave, more than likely, if it's not just a line, because it does have 567 on it, right? So if anything, it might be time for that. I read up on the issues they have, and there's two little tabs on part of the clutch mechanism when you put the pedal down, and if you put the pedal all the way to the floor in low gear while slowing down, you can rip those two tabs off, and that will require you to have the clutch completely rebuilt, I believe is what they said, because those have to be there. I didn't do that because it shifts. A lot of the guys that had that problem, that they said it'll be a problem, is when that happens, you got to have it rebuilt, because you don't have shifting anymore, any possibility of shifting. You put it to the floor and you put it in gear, and then the pedal won't come back up. It's like the spring mechanism won't work properly. Either that or your spring's out, I mean, that's one of the issues with the two tabs. So I don't have that problem. I'm still shifting. It's just shifting dry. So hopefully, my other thought is, because it leaked out, I don't know how much of it leaked out. I mean, I started it up and pumped it, but I didn't drive it around. I'm waiting to do that tomorrow. But my other thought is, if it leaked down far enough, then I'm not going to have any pressure in that line, and it's not going to lose any more fluid, so I'm not going to know if it's working properly or not until it still acts dry. And if it does act dry, I'm bumping up out of Kentucky, and I'm going to head to Obetz or somewhere right over there. I'm try and grab another load, and I'm going to run over there. I know where I'm going to go. There's that intermodal yard up near Findlay, I think it's Findlay, that nobody gets any work done at, and I'm going to bounce over there and have them take a look at it, and hopefully not be down, because I really don't want to be down over there. But if I am, hopefully it won't take long. So anyway, I really hate to drive that far and then have to have an issue away from the house. I'd much rather do the master and slave myself, if that's what. So what'll happen, what I'll do is, if it's a pressure issue, and it's not going to leak till there's pressure, so I'll get them to run the system and put the pressure back in it and fill it back up, and then I'm going to watch it leak, and then I'm going to find my leak. I'm either going to fix the hose, or I'm going to fix the whole thing before my clutch goes out, because I don't want to pay for the clutch. I mean, I got the money, but that's not what the money's there for. The money's there for in case something bad happens. Anyway, I'm running my mouth again. So I got nothing else. Y'all have a blessed day.